first up here in New here at 6, the Rapids Parish Police Jury is suing Acadian Ambulance. Now, we obtained the 22-page lawsuit filed this week. It alleges fraud and intentional misrepresentation by Acadian in reporting ambulance response times. The company was required to provide monthly reports of average response times. However, the police jury says Acadian took advantage of a rule in their contract and labeled tens of thousands of 911 calls as exceptions, making their average response time seem lower. The RPPJ says they went through 240 different compliance reports dating back to 2019. And when they added the removed calls back in, Acadian only met the standard 14 times over 6 years. For areas like Pineville, ambulances were required to respond in 8 minutes. However, the police jury says in some months they met that standard just 40% of the time. And here's a part of the response Acadian Ambulance gave to us today. Acadian, since August of 2025, has reached out on numerous occasions to council for the parish to discuss and resolve this matter. The parish is relying on the flawed conclusions set forth in the Lark report previously refuted by Acadian. Acadian firmly stands by the information we provided to the parish for an audit of the response time data, and we look forward to finally clearing this matter. And you can read Acadian's full statement over on our website, KOB.com. We also posted the 22-page law.